Hello, students. As summer comes to a close, we want to let you know that we are excited to welcome you back to campus. I know that some of you are going to be joining us on campus for on-ground learning. Some of you are going to be joining us virtually for online learning, and some of you are going to join us for any kind of hybrid model in between. We're excited and we welcome you back. I know that you might have some safety questions and concerns about what the fall semester is going to look like in Music Mass Comm, so I want to give you a quick tour about what that will look like. The first thing you'll notice when you come to the building is that certain doors have been marked for entry only and other doors have been marked for exit only. In the main music office, in some of the classrooms, and in some of your applied studios, you will see plexiglass to keep you safe and to keep your instructor safe. And you might not be able to tell, but Miss Fraley is smiling behind her mask, and this is a friendly reminder that face coverings are required in all parts of the building, except when you are singing or playing your instrument, and your instructors will talk with you more about that. As soon as you come into the main entrance, a hand sanitizer station has been provided by our University Facilities Office. We have also added what we're calling Zoom stations throughout the lobby. These are places for you to sit and take care of your online classes. Additional Zoom stations have been added in the mezzanine. Some of the stairwells have been marked as up only and others are marked as down only. For the elevator, there is a limit of 2 persons, and we ask that unless you really need to use the elevator, please use the stairs. Let's reserve the elevator for the people who actually need it. Now let's spend a little time talking about your classes. You should notice on your schedule that the course delivery mode for a lot of the courses has changed. Some of our faculty will be teaching only remotely or virtually. Other faculty will be teaching on ground. Most, if not all, of the on-ground classes are now showing as a hybrid course, face-to-face and web instruction. This means that on some days you will actually go to the physical classroom, and on other days you will complete your work through D2L or through Zoom. Each course instructor is going to have specific information on what their course looks like. When you do come to an actual classroom, you will notice a picture on the right that all classrooms have been socially distanced with extra chairs and desks either removed from the room or marked off so that you can sit 6 feet apart. Outside each classroom, you'll notice that the schedule also now includes the new seating capacity for each room so that you'll know how many people maximum can fit in a classroom. Once you go into the room, we have included a new diagram so that if you have to move the seating arrangement for any reason, like a rehearsal, you know exactly how to put the seats back. Also, the floor will be marked with gaff tape so that you will again know how to put the chairs and desks back to the way you found them. The computer lab will look and function a little differently than it has in the past. We still have 15 workstations, but they are now 6 feet apart, which means you might have a few extra tripping hazards with cables on the floor, so watch your step. Also, you will 100% of the time need to bring your own earbuds. We will no longer be issuing headphones for the computers. And like everywhere else in the building, face coverings are required whenever you are in the lab. The computer lab will be in use more commonly as a classroom because it is one of our larger spaces, so you'll need to plan accordingly if you need to use the technology that's in the room. For those of you who are enrolled in class piano, Dr. Halbeck will communicate with you about how that course will function with only 5 keyboards in the room. Again, that is to keep everybody 6 feet apart and keep you safe. New for this year, you will need to bring your own earbuds or headphones to class piano, and like everywhere else, face coverings are required. Next, we need to spend some time talking about our practice rooms. You will receive some follow-up communication with me about reserving practice rooms and other safety protocols. In the meantime, we have equipped every practice room with a mirror, a music stand, a chair, a piano bench, and a piano. No more than 1 person at a time will be allowed in a practice room. That means you cannot warm up in groups or teach lessons in the practice rooms, and I'm sorry for that, but the rooms are too small for any more than one person at a time. We want to make sure that the practice rooms stay vacant for about 20 minutes between each use. Brass players, everywhere you go, you will need to bring your own towel to collect condensation, spit, in other words. Once you get into your practice room, you may remove your masks, especially wind players and vocalists, but you'll need to keep the door closed, and whenever you leave, put that mask back on. Finally, whenever you leave, wipe down everything you touched and throw the wipe away in the trash cans. And yes, we have put 2 trash cans up on the 3rd floor for your use. Next, we need to spend some time talking about our applied lessons and ensembles. A lot of the research for COVID-19 identifies musicians as super spreaders because we use air differently than people who are just speaking. And because of that, we need to plan differently and more safely for our applied lessons and ensembles. Because all of our ensembles are different, you will get some follow-up information from your ensemble director about how each ensemble will function safely and your role in that ensemble. For our applied lessons, I have communicated with each applied faculty member to determine the safest plan for the area. Some faculty members feel safely about teaching on ground in their studios. Other faculty members are safe teaching on ground, but will need a larger teaching space, so your applied lesson might be in a classroom, in Music Mass Comm, in Harnett Hall, or somewhere else across campus. Finally, there are some faculty and some performance areas where faculty feel it best that lessons function virtually. So you will get some follow-up communication from your applied faculty member about lessons in your area. I ask that any of you students communicate with your faculty members if you have health concerns and you would prefer to be an online student, even for ensembles and applied lessons. And just as there are health concerns pertaining to applied lessons and ensembles, there are significant health concerns about live concert events. Because of that, we will not be able to have indoor concerts for the fall semester. Instead, we are going to pursue 3 or 4 different options. Option 1 is an audio or video recording of your recital. We also have the option of live streaming your events. And we would encourage students to work with faculty members to explore outdoor venues either across campus or within the community where you can perform your concert safely. This also means that we will think differently about MUS 1060 recital attendance, and I will post information in the D2L shell about recital attendance expectations. So whether I get to see you face-to-face in Music Mass Comm at the start of the fall, or whether I will see you virtually in Zoom and across the internet, I look forward to seeing you at the start of the fall semester, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer.